This video explains what web development is. If you are interested in building websites or expanding your skills, you've come to the right place. The purpose of this video is to provide complete beginners with the fundamental skills for coding websites. Let's get started. What is web development? Web development is a process of building and maintaining websites. It involves writing code that determines how a website looks and functions. The core technologies for building websites are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. In subsequent videos, I will explain how these technologies help you build websites. But first, we need to understand the web. So what exactly is the web? The web, or World Wide Web, is a huge network of documents, media, and applications that has been linked together and accessible over the internet. It is a space where users can access information, communicate, and create content. Whenever you enter a domain name or a URL in your web address bar and you hit the enter key, you are accessing the web. The goal might be to access information or to use an application. Now, let's understand how the website is displayed on the browser. How does the web work? Before a user can access a website, he needs a client. A client is an application that requests and displays information from a server to the user. For instance, when you visit a website, the web browser is your client. Examples of clients are Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. There is also the server. So what is a server? A server is a computer that stores the website files and content. To better indicate the relationship between a client and a server, let's consider this illustration. When you enter a URL or domain in the web browser's address bar and then you hit the enter key, you have requested for an information or a resource. The requested information or resource will be stored on another computer called a server. A server is a computer that stores website files. The client or web browser will always request for information or a resource. Whenever the client requests for information, the server receives the information, processes the request, and sends a copy of the requested file to the client. The files are sent in a series of small chunks called data packets. The browser gathers the small chunks into a complete web page and displays it to you on your computer. Here is a summary of how the web works. You would always need a client, which in our case is the web browser. the client would always make a request for a specific resource or information. That resource or information lives on the server. Anytime the client makes a request, the server receives the request, processes it, and returns a response to the client, which is our web browser. Now, it is this response that you see displayed on your computer as a website or a web application. Because the goal of this channel is to help you build websites and web applications, we first need to understand what a website is. So what really is a website? A website is a collection of web pages. This means a website is made up of one or more web pages. To create a website, you create each of these individual screens or web pages and then place and link them together. When you open a website, the screen or web page that opens first is called the home page or landing page. You can then go to other web pages from the home page. For instance, we are on the CNN website. Where we are is the landing page or the home page. From here, we can click on US to visit another web page. So what is a web page made of? Most web pages are made up of three main components: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. In our next lesson, we will learn the basic of HTML. Thank you for joining us for this lesson. See you soon.